Hello, I'm Handoyo, the lead analyst of customer centricity for Asia Pacific financial services industry. I'd like to share the latest study and insights about customer-centric financial services, specifically about how to develop smart relationship with customer at scale. My sharing will cover some key points. Firstly, what's the actual mission for customer-centric financial services? Secondly, how to develop comprehensive systems for completing the missions. Thirdly, what are the challenges we are going to face in running the missions? Lastly, what are the pitfalls we must to avoid? IDC study concluded that there are two top missions for customer-centric financial services. Those missions also become the top missions for digital transformations initiatives. The first is to create and nurture relationship with customer with less dependency on human employee, yet at scale. The other one is to be in line with digital lifestyle of consumers. Before we go into the how, I'd like to share IDC market research showing the main trends in Asia Pacific's digital transformations. Asia Pacific financial services IT spending for customer centricity in 2019, it's about 5.1 billion US dollar, highest compared to the other line of business. It covers 27% of total IT spending for Asia Pacific financial services industry. Regarding to the growth, IDC has forecasted IT spending from 2019 to 2024. The result is CAGR 11%, showing Asia Pacific growth per year in 5-year average. The ranking among Asia Pacific countries from the highest are China, New Zealand, Vietnam, India, Indonesia, and so on. And IDC study also found that almost 50% of the world's population is connected via networks that allow people to remain connected, informed, safe, productive, and entertained, even during an extremely uncertain time across the globe. In the coming years, the remaining 50% will look to join these digital spaces, along with the tens of billions of devices that will contribute data to inform our decisions and actions. IDC market survey before COVID-19 pandemic showed the customer experience was the highest in the top business functions being transformed in current digital economy. For customer-related functions, marketing was also positioned as the second in the top business functions. When COVID-19 pandemic, customer centricity is still in the top business function, even though the highest priority is the business resiliency. Customer centricity becomes the differentiation in current and next normal. The first impact of the pandemic into the business is the emerging new requirements for workforce and customer. Raising requirement of the workforce like work from home and or customers like online and automated order processing. For some businesses, the economic slowdown also serves as grounds for examining ways to optimize costs and return on investment. The second impact is that financial institutions should rating business and operational resilience by implementing innovative ways to keep their customer engaged. The other impact relates to the leverage of digital assets and capability for success. Many of the short and medium-term adjustments will become inducted as a permanent part of the organizational and business operating models. For example, hybrid workforce with several employees that working remotely, online customer interactions, and so on, leading to a shift in how digital infrastructure enables internal and external business outcomes. Now we will talk about how to develop comprehensive systems for completing the missions. The how is about the strategy, and it's very important to have understanding about the end results or the benefit of the missions. But before that, we should have also clear understanding about what are the characteristics of a genuine business relationship. IDC defines that the relationship between financial institutions and customer must be mutual, interactive, iterative, provides ongoing benefits to both parties, requires a change in behavior for both parties, unique, requires and produces trust. Then the benefits are that the mission will contribute to the increased brand awareness and marketing, revenue generation, sustainability or nurturing customers, and increased competitive advantage. To complete the missions of customer-centric financial institution is a journey and continuously improve conditions or states. There is no final end state since customer, environment, and technology are always changed. IDC recent study found that there are three prime strategies for customer centricity in the market or industry. And IDC suggests financial institutions to mix those strategies based on their own unique institution and conditions. The first strategy, ecosystem strategy. The strategy implemented by establishing partnership or collaboration in the ecosystem by leveraging open API technology. The second one, influence strategy. The strategy implemented by expanding brand penetrations or influence throughout digital media and economy. The third one, context strategy. The strategy implemented by personalizing and contextualizing products and services by leveraging digital data and artificial intelligence and machine learning. For more detailed planning level, and especially for the context strategy, IDC Research came up with a framework or model called as Future of Customer. The model is based on the future trend finding, namely empathetic relationship. An empathetic relationship between customers and brands built on what the customer wants and how they want to be treated through the technology lens of awareness, engaging, learning, and measuring. The model consists of three layers. First layer, it covers four key customer expectations that are conversations, journeys, experience, and satisfaction. Second layer, it covers four key data and technologies that are contextual awareness, frictionless engagement, active learning, and sentiment measurement. The third layer, it covers four key business outcomes that are predictable communication, lifetime value, applied intelligence, and mutual trust. Specific to the financial services industry, IDC created a framework called as a contextual financial services. The framework is based on the principle from IDC Future of Customer model, but it's distributed into actual functions in the financial institutions such as marketing, sales, customer service, operation, and IT. This framework is more practical and to help the actual implementation to the mostly existing organizational structure. As we can see in the show graphic, each function in the organization must develop system by accommodating customer expectations, and business drivers. Regarding to the technology role for customer relationship management or CRM, IDC found the trend of the technology usage categories into 4 groups. First group is operational CRM. This group covers the software installation, data requirements, and day-to-day procedural changes required at a firm to manage interactions and transactions with individual customer on an ongoing basis. In the CRM process, operational CRM involves the 2 processes, interacting with and customizing for customers. Second group is analytical CRM. This group covers the technology to understand and anticipate individual customer needs in order to be able to manage relationship better. In the CRM process, analytical CRM involves the 2 steps in CRM. That is identifying and differentiating customer. The third group is customer lifecycle and journey management. This group covers the integration of all CRM process, such as identification, differentiation, interactions, customization, or personalization. The last group is product or portfolio management. This group covers some products or services related processes, such as creation, configurations, implementation, and monitoring. Here are the examples for technology supporting system development of smart relationship with customer. IDC study also come up with some common ways for the technology implementation in the industry. The term for smart refers to the usage of AI or artificial intelligence, especially in active learning and sentiment measurement area. The example of Wave 1 technologies are digital marketing, AI, analytics, and business intelligence, data management technologies. For Wave 2, they are geo-targeting technologies, IoT or sensor-based technology, social media, cybersecurity, video, and mobile platforms. Wave 3 covers wearables, AR/VR, and facial recognition. IDC extensive research also found the top use cases in customer centricity, such as community-based marketing. This use case has objective to implement personalized marketing in a community. The community can be social media basis or self-owned channel by the financial institution. The second one, partnership or ecosystem collaboration. This use case has objective to be in line with digital lifestyle of consumers. Since financial institutions cannot cover all lifestyle of consumers, they need to make partnership with other companies, either physical or digital, using open API technology. The third one, influencing market. This use case has objective to increase the influence in the market, either for short-term or long-term. Sometimes financial institutions need to provide free lifestyle-related applications for indirect benefits to the institution. It can be categorized as a marketing part or effort. And the last one is about AI-assisted business processes. This use case has objective to do non-human employee processes at scale. In some cases, human employee cannot do certain processes or making the process costly if done by human. The AI technology can support the customer relationship smarter at scale. Now we talk about the challenges. What are the challenges we are going to face in running the missions? Number one, silos organizational structure. Sometimes the customer or consumer related functions is divided into some divisions. It makes it difficult to integrate the initiative into one system. For example, there are deposit product divisions, loan product division, and both divisions have the customer that are maybe the same. To deal with this challenge, financial institution can use its top-down approach by planning enterprise-wide strategy and initiative. The most of the initiative or programs should be led by the CEO, at least CEO as the main sponsor. The number two, the gap between business and IT. IT sites know about the advanced technology, but they need to work with business. In the other hand, business side knows about their business process, but they are not sure about the technology. To deal with this challenge, financial institution can form joint business IT task force or teams, or hiring external advisors or consultants, doing external research, delivering education and training programs for internal employees. And number three, improper data conditions. To deal with the challenge, financial institution can design data management strategy and processes, and creating chief data officer role for governing and managing data-related strategy and initiatives. We now arrive at the last part. What are the pitfalls we must to avoid? Number one, product-centric in product and service design. It's very common that product team only focus to the product specifications. But the right process is, it should use customer-centric design instead. That new product team should design end-to-end customer journey from marketing to customer service. It's across functions, including all possible paths in seamless, integrated, and orchestrated ways. Number two, one-way communication with customer. It's very common that customers are just be spoken and bombarded with advertising and marketing by the financial institutions. The right process is, financial institutions should establish a way to listen to customers about what their information, knowledge, and understanding to the financial institution, products, and services. And the last one, not clear information when customers get problems with the products and services. It's very common that financial institutions only ask customer to contact customer service channel when customer get problems. The right process is, financial institution should plan the actions that customer can do before customer contacts the contact center. And financial institution should communicate to the customer in the beginning of the transactions or the deal. That's all for my sharing about developing smart relationship in customer at scale. If your financial institution want to know more, I'm glad to meet and discuss with you. Thank you for watching and see you next time.